Little German accent.
Hello and welcome from Germany. We are here at the Potsdamer Platz.
Accent-free.
Accent-free in Berlin, which is the capital of Germany. And welcome to the review about the Canon EOS M5.
Was ist eigentlich ein Wort für Fremdschämen?
I have no idea.
Lass uns mal richtig
I have no fucking clue what he wanted to say in English. The build quality on the Canon EOS M5 is second to none. It feels really good due to its lightweight and its magnesium alloy. And by the way, the camera looks cool as well. On both sides you will find a connection for an external remote, a port for an external microphone and a mini HDMI port. You won't be able to charge the camera through the existing micro USB port. At the lower side is a standard tripod mount with a compartment for the LPE17 battery with its 1040 mAh. And a space for the SD card. An electronic level helps you to take a precise shot and the little pop-up flash to light up the area. There are a couple of different mode dials, which are super handy to use, and a hot shoe. By the way, Canon has stolen the 24 megapixel sensor from the ATD, which is quite nice for low light situations and details. As most of the cameras nowadays are equipped with Wi-Fi and NFC, so is the M5 equipped as well. Additionally, you get a Bluetooth interface as well, which saves your 1040 mAh battery. Download the Canon Camera Connect app from the App or Play Store. In combination with this app, you will be able to use your smartphone as a remote and to transfer the photos to your phone. Strangely enough, we could not transfer any video files from the camera onto our phones, nor switch between the photo and video mode. So we are hoping for an update soon. Nevertheless, it's super easy to use. You will be able to tilt the 3.2-inch LCD monitor of the Canon EOS M5 up to 85 degrees to the top and 180 degrees towards the bottom. It features 1.6 million dots and covers 100%. And of course it's a touchscreen as well, to make some changes of the settings with your fingers or to step through the menu. The next point in the review is about the autofocus system of the M5. There are 49 AF points in total for a fast and precise autofocus that allows you to take up to 7 photos a second in continuous shooting mode. Unfortunately, the buffer will be exhausted after 20 photos in a RAW, in RAW and JPEG. And thereafter you can continue to shoot with 3 photos a second. You won't be able to select all the 49 AF points individually, but you can choose between 3 AF zones or you make use of the Touch AF feature. The focus system in general worked really good and precise, also during low light conditions, so a great tool for all daddies watching their sons during the next football match. You can easily grab the Canon EOS M5 with a single hand. It's just ideal for small hands through its slim housing. But for those of you having bigger hands, you don't need to worry at all. The buttons and mode dials are big enough for all actions and it's just a little finger that sometimes reaches into the empty. A good reason to be a Canon user is the simplicity of the Canon EOS menu. As a beginner as well as an advanced Canon user, you will feel comfortable soon with the colored menu of the M5. Another point I was thinking about getting this camera is the fact that it's so easy to carry it around due to its light and robust build quality. But that's not all, it's just ideal for vlogging. The low light performance is superb and it has a frame rate of up to 60 frames per second. But fuck that, it does not have a port for my earphones. Nevertheless, it has a port for an external microphone, which is quite nice. One major disadvantage is the missing good internal microphone. Of course it has one, but as soon as it gets a bit windy, it's not good at all. Enjoy the ultimate wind vlogging internal microphone test, and while you do that, I would recommend turning down the volume of your device a little bit. Enjoy! And of course you can use the Canon EOS M5 for self-recording and selfies as well. I mean, it's a little bit weird that the display is now below the camera, but nevertheless it works quite good, and how the audio quality is you will hear in a couple of seconds. I'm in manual mode for the audio recording, but we'll see at the end. We continue with the integrated 5-axis digital image stabilizer. As you search deeply into the red menu of your Canon EOS M5, you will find some image stabilizer options. Just activate the IS and there you go. As you will notice, there will be a tiny bit of crop as well, so be prepared with the proper lens. I took some examples using the image stabilizer in combination with my 24 to 105mm f4. One clip was taken at 24mm and the other one at 70mm. And to be honest, I feel the image stabilizer does a pretty good job, especially during video recording. It will help you a lot. I personally would not buy a camera without an electronic or optical viewfinder anymore, so I'm quite happy that Canon put a 0.4-inch electronic viewfinder into the EOS M5. This little piece of battery saving feature has a resolution of 2.4 million dots and covers 100%. If you need to, you can adjust the dioptry at any time. And if you don't like to use it, just use the big screen provided. If you want to make use of the scene mode, you may do so. There are a couple of presets for different scenarios with a couple of effects as well. There are no new filters added onto the M5 software compared to the older M series cameras. If you want to have a look at these files, take a look in the description below, there is a download link. Let's step to the last point of my review, the low-light performance of the EOS M5. Yes, it works with the sensor of the EOS ADD. And it does a great job till ISO 3200. I would say if you make use of higher ISO levels, you see some grain right away, without zooming in. In general, the performance is really good till ISO 3200, and anything above is okay for normal use. Get a lens with a fast aperture and you don't need to worry too much about higher ISO levels. Take a look by yourself on these files, the link is in the description below. Now let's make a conclusion of the Canon EOS M5. I really like this camera, and to be honest with you, I see myself having this camera as a backup or actually a second camera on my side for video blogs. The camera is so nice to carry around due to its lightweight. The fact that you can tilt the screen around is a nice feature to have. Just a bit weird to see myself from the bottom side of this camera. In our test, the face tracking worked outstandingly good, which makes this camera great for vlogs. One thing which is super annoying is the missing headphone jack. I mean, this little piece costs 50 cents and the body itself nearly 1,100 euros. So why don't we get it right away? Apart from that, I like this camera. How do you like this camera and what would you do with it? I'm happy to hear from you. There's enough space for comments below this video. And of course some raw files that you can download for yourself. Thanks for watching and many greetings from Berlin. Tschüss and see you soon. Bye bye.